At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cam Little after the opening kick. And we're off from Acrisure. Returning it from the 4. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the
30. Ready, set.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Fits it through the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Steelers first down. One play in blocking his drive is already in enemy territory. On the ground, this is Phil Maffa. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Set, ready.
Back now, pressure coming. Rowe finds his back, Maffa. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Down. 50.
They'll air it out on 3rd. It's on target to Williams. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10. The 16-yard line.
On the carry, it's Maffa. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He's out of bounds to set up 1st and goal, but they might not get to keep this. We've got a flag down. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Set.
They're throwing it. Brought in close to the 8.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Ready?
Here he is on 3rd and short. This is complete to Ferguson on left. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. They're going play action. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Ready? Press all 80.
Run again on 2nd and 10. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Downfield finds Lambert Smith. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
That's good for a Browns.
Here we go.
First down.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Brought down by Quay Walker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. First down, play action. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards. They just got a very successful one.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're left with 4th and short. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you are going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, they're kind of
and he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
Ready up.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now they have 3rd and short. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he started calling at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Dropping back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go. Cut.
On first down, they'll run. He's out in the clear. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these true explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Going to the ground again on first. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well...
And the defender comes away with it. And the Browns get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Working from his end zone. He's got a man left. He runs it up to midfield. Look at him go. He could do it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
I've seen a lot of plays in the playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, they're over-aggressive. The offense made a pay in a big-time way.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
32. Ready.
Looking for a pass on second and short. He puts a man under it deep down the left. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making a 1-point game. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Bronco 80. Here we go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. As a man, it's Lambert Smith. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a gain of 20. And the Browns.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it.
Let's go now.
They're looking at first down here. On the move, headed right. That's intercepted near the sideline. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
And fighting ahead for a few. It's third down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Complete beyond the marker. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Ready. Red, 38. Set.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Completed to his running back. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
This is Maffa. And that runs out of just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be fourth and short. Working quickly here.
62. Green back.
Fourth down, he takes the snap. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
26-yard line.
Let's go now. Cut.
There's a dive up the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They bring an even 10 yards on the play. And that's the Steelers' first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Brought in left side by Jones. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And brings up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Right boot. Down. Check.
Rolling from the gun here. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. 3-touchdown game for the rookie. That's pretty good in your debut season, Brock. But then you look at the clock and you see, oh wait, we still have a whole half of football to play.
Yes, but some of that psychology comes into play. Don't just be satisfied. You can look at it one of two ways. I'm satisfied with what I've done. Or you look at it and go, I got another half. I can throw 3 more of these babies.
Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Come on, go.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Two set of downs for him at the 38.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Ready?
First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. You're going to try and throw it here. Carlos Cox. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Cougar 19. Ready?
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He spins out of one side. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Browns a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
13 yards.
Seven Pirates. Two. Viking 18. Ready?
Pass play coming here. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Back. Oh, try to be lying. Pioneer.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
On the ready? Let's go now. Set,
Alone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Not much space available there. Maybe two. That brings up third down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. On the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Ready?
Right up the gut. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Okay, ready?
Second and 6.
Down. Set.
Back to the well again. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Yellow. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's on target to Williams. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Ready.
Here's Hubbard on the give. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Dax Hill up for the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big games in next week.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Quick, yellow. Here we go. Ready.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Steelers 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Browns 1st down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Space pass to 35. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. The Browns take the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll set it down for him at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Buys time, rolling right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Steelers might be able to get some points late after the interception. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Taken in by Williams outright. And they make the stop. We're going to say about the 37-yard line. The Steelers calling their 1st time out. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Back to throw. Force that deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make their recovery and keep possession. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Money with Hubbard out of the gun. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. The defender there to take him out just short of it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. He had some trouble with that kick, but still gets it to go in the bottom left corner. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Back to 60.
Throwing from the gun. Brought in right side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Still sticking with the passing game. Pass is caught by Lambert Smith. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60, 70, Timberwolf.
He's going to throw it again. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them hold the title.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Always set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's brought down just inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The play fake, he'll throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
No run. This is Maffa. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Steelers 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Come on, ready.
They go play action on 1st down. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ready.
1st down, play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Cut.
Looking in the air here. Set up the screen here for Malfa. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. defensive line fast.
Black Ultra.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to 60. Back. Ready.
They start the drive with Hall. Looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here we go.
2nd down pass play coming. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, and you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect with your teammates.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19 Chargers. 70.
Looking to throw here. Catch made. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Okay, ready.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Go. Touching it. Ready.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's a throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Got it. Ready?
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Come on. Come on. Set.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Ready.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Looking right, and he finds him. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, the big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Hall. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and here it brings up 4th down. Goes to the hurry up here. Looking to throw. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 3rd quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like the receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. This is Maffa. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. As that one throws incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they got a 1st down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Running it after the penalty. He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion. That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Fits it through the middle. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive.
And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Hits him on the in route. And he is stumped with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Okay, break.
1st down, Cleveland.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
72.
Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he goes out of bounds. What a play to end this 3rd quarter. 3/4 in the books from this one. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard.
Hold it ready.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Come on, come on.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really try.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th-quarter lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal.
Makes the score Browns 25, Steelers 31.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Ready. 43 right.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle block, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed.
Oh, and they fake it. And no success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A lot of these punters back in the day, well, they used to be quarterbacks back in high school. Not anymore. Those glory days are long gone, and the arms just don't have quite the touch they used to. It was a dangerous call choosing to pass it, and it sure backfired there.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and make it another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Okay, ready?
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hall running between the tackles. And this is going to bring up 3rd down, Brock. He elected to bounce it outside. Picked up 3.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds his man, Waddle. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but he's still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Here's Brooks. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns keep their drive alive and reach pace.